Hi guys, it's Jessica from Jessica Wanders, and today I'm going to give an update about the flooding in British Columbia. I know everybody's really interested in it, but I'm really concerned about it. I have a friend in Abbotsford. I woke up this morning and she was saying that Whatcom Road, people are being evacuated. There was just a big landslide there. I have another friend that lives in Chilliwack who can't get to work because all the roads are closed. And also for me, up here in the interior, all the roads that connect us to Vancouver are closed. They're either washouts or landslides, or they're closed from the last flooding event. And now I noticed that there is a slide on the road from the interior through to Alberta as well. So I have to go to town today anyways. It's pretty rainy. So that's the second of, they told us last week there would be 3 atmospheric rivers that were going to hit the province, whatever that means. But so that's 2. There was one Wednesday, Thursday last week, and then this Saturday, Sunday event that happened over the weekend. You know, the Nooksack River apparently in Washington State has breached its banks, and it is now flowing into Abbotsford, which is in the Lower Mainland in BC. That's super alarming. The Sumas River, they built a dam. I'll give you pictures of all the things I'm talking about if I can. A dam out of these big bags of water on the highway to stop the Sumas River from overflowing into other parts of the Sumas Prairie. Again, and what else? Oh, yeah. So it's all super alarming. I'm not sure how stuff is. After the last flooding, when I did the empty grocery store shelves, things kind of got a little bit better, and they got better at spreading the produce out to make it look like there was more. But we did start to see milk and meat and stuff like that. So things did get better after that, a little bit. But now it's going to be bad again because there's no way for anybody to get here from the coast again. There's evacuation orders along the highway from Merritt to Spence's Bridge again. I mean, that road is pretty much gone anyways. But yeah, whoever is remaining there, it's been evacuated again. So there's that. I'm going to go check it out. I actually was going to do like a Dollar Tree video today. But if the grocery stores are fine and they've managed to like fix the supply chain problem, I don't know how. They would have to reroute through the United States and then come up through Osoyoos and Kelowna. And I don't know if they're doing that yet. So we will see. But if everything's fine, then maybe I'll go to Dollar Tree and do that video. We'll see. We'll see. It's so stressful. I feel like I'm not usually looking at the weather, but I'm kind of all about the food and maybe my camper and food in my camper. But if you're going to tell me that the weather is going to keep me from getting my food, or it's going to burn my cherry tree so that I can't have cherries, then I become about the weather, because I think it's important to follow what's happening. So I'm not going to become a disaster channel, I don't think. But it is concerning when your friends and family are underwater, or your food can't get to you. Then suddenly it becomes a major issue. So you can't help but focus on it. I'm lucky. I feel lucky. I have a pantry, I have a garden, but there's a lot of people who don't have those things, and they're relying on trucks to be able to get us our food. So that's a big problem. Even without this, the supplies not getting to us, the whole thing is a big disaster. People are losing their homes. People are being evacuated. Entire farmlands are being flooded. Animals are dying. And yeah, so it's all really huge. I am going to go look at the grocery stores just to see what's going on, if anything is a problem. Let's go do that too.
So it doesn't look as bad as it did last time. Maybe it's just still early, but there's still lots of pears. What are these? Mushrooms, peeled garlic, broccoli, cauliflower, like bags of mixes of salad. Those are carrots, not here, and rutabagas. This whole section of organic produce. I mean, there's a fewer cakes, and that to me is scary. Honestly, there's like fewer ice cream treats than there was last time. It looks like they're getting a little low, or they just haven't restocked them. But this is all, again, 2%. Milk is okay. More limits on the amount that you can buy. Not as much variety as there normally is. And actually, the ice cream is getting lower and lower. The processed meats, which were really full last time, are starting to dwindle down. And then what they do is they take just like chicken breasts. That's what they have, and so they spread it out over the whole section, even though this is supposed to be chicken strips, top dogs, chicken thighs, drumsticks, but all they have is just chicken breasts and these chicken with back attached. Chicken thighs are supposed to be in here, turkey breast boneless, but all they have is chicken with back attached. But they have spread it out. So, and this is all the same thing too. Lean ground pork and pork chops. A limit of 2. This is more than they had last week though. They have some sausages, pork sausages. They did get some of these lean ground beef and pork tubes, and then just lean ground. This is all lean ground beef. I mean, not that that's bad. It's just, it hides the fact that they don't have the variety of meats that they would normally have. But we have orange juice. Oh, what's missing down here? It's a whole section of stuff that just isn't here. Oh, this is eggs. We still have no eggs. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll check Superstore, see if they have eggs. Lots of vegetables today. Things are starting to go missing in the frozen food section. I suspect that if I came back tomorrow, things would look a little more empty. I think that some things that just weren't missing last time are actually getting really low this time. So that's like something. This was all full last time. This whole section, and is empty. And it used to have like those cakey things, you know? Now it just has this gingerbread kit and hardly any of that. Like, they're just spreading stuff out. Like this, which should be so many more types of things, but there's nothing back here. And like, Sunny, everything is just taking up more space. Like all this apple juice. And all this Clamato. I've never seen so much Clamato in my life. Like, seriously. I mean, it's making me want tomato juice, but yeah, they're working hard to make it look like they don't have shortages. Anyway, certainly there's a lot of food here. It's not like there's not food here. And this whole section of weird, I don't know what this stuff is. Chocolate? I don't know what was here before. It wasn't tea biscuits. It was like, oh, yeah, they've definitely moved some stuff around. This is the like canned meat section. Things haven't been organized to look pretty yet. That's like Great Value white vinegar. This is like the oil section. That thing's just looking kind of sparse. And rice section is looking a little bit bare. Unless you want minute rice, then it's okay. Holy noodles. Holy, there are no noodles. It's pretty bare. There's some big packs of noodles. What's the soup though? This is flour. Still lots of evaporated milk though. Chicken stock is gone and going. Even though it looks like there's lots of bread, there's not a lot of variety of bread. So there's this 100% whole wheat, Great Value, and Dempster's. And there's just some more. It's just Dempster's, whole wheat and white, and then all Dempster's. And Great Value, 100% whole wheat. It shows up in a bunch of different locations. So they have a lot of bread, but they don't have a lot of variety. And that seems to be a theme throughout the store. I'm at Superstore, and it looks like, again, the lettuce packs are low. But again, their produce is just fine at Superstore. They're not really running out of really anything. Superstore is like winning the meat game, I'll tell you what. They have everything, almost. I mean, it's a lot of steak and beef that's probably coming from Alberta. Actually, all their processed meats and stuff are no problem as well. But, fish section, still struggling. They must bring it in really fresh all the time. Ah, no more lobsters. There's no eggs, definitely. This used to all be eggs. Remember when this used to all be eggs? It's not eggs anymore. Honestly, people are snapping up the milk like it's going out of style. Looks like they have a lot of cheese. So they don't have any regular medium cheese in the regular section. Just saying. And the butter is pretty low. So I did hear that Save-On might have had eggs this morning, but it seems like those are the things that are missing. The eggs, just a variety of things, especially. Looks like they're getting shipments, but the number 3 highway from the coast is the only one that is allowing commercial traffic, and there was an accident there that closed it, and then it got closed again yesterday, and it's still closed now. So I'm assuming that the grocery stores that are getting produce and stuff are getting them from Alberta on a detour around the slide at Chase, although they might have alternating one-way traffic going on in there. So that's what's happening here. I suspect, because it's only been, well, I suspect that if this one gets worse, that things might get worse. So that the third of these atmospheric rivers that is supposed to hit the province is supposed to hit tomorrow, and it's supposed to be one of the worst ones. The Coldwater River in Merritt is rising, and they're watching it pretty closely. Yeah, so things could get worse, and of course things are very bad in Abbotsford and in the prairie there, the Sumas Prairie. Things are really bad, and there's not a lot of eggs, and people look like they're grabbing stuff. Not crazy panic, but looks like people are aware and they're buying, or they're getting lots of milk.
As always, check the road conditions before you go. You can check Drive BC, you can check the Ministry of Transportation, check with your local governments for any evacuation or alerts or orders. Yeah, because it's changing so fast, you guys. This is just a little snapshot, but I know that Highway 3 opened and then there was an accident and it closed, and then now it's closed again a lot. So make sure that you check the highway conditions. Know before you go. That's the motto, right? So give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me, and click that join button if you're interested in helping my channel grow or sponsoring me in any way, and getting a couple of perks. Yeah, that's all. Thanks, guys.